Cuba has recorded 1,000 new coronavirus cases in a single day and more deaths in the past month than the previous 6 months. The Caribbean nation is struggling to regain control over the pandemic as food shortages on the island worsen.
Before the sun comes up, hours before the store even opens up, Cubans get in line to buy food. For many, it's a daily task, a daily frustration, a daily hazard to their health. People we talk to say some in the lines don't seem to care about the danger. Others argue that it's impossible to socially distance when everyone wants to buy food that could run out at any moment. Of course, we are taking a risk because we are on top of one another. We don't understand that by being so close, we are going to get each other sick, and that's why we do lines this way. While Cubans are not strangers to lines and shortages, the communist-run island's economic situation hasn't been this dire in years. Despite Cuba's hundreds of miles of farmland, the island imports most of its food, the legacy of decades of U.S. sanctions and failed Soviet-style centralized planning. COVID destroyed the island's tourism market. Imports have plummeted as the government runs out of money. While there is less supply, people still need to eat. Cuba's food crisis appears to be getting worse and worse as the pandemic goes on longer and longer. The people here say they don't want to be waiting hours in these lines, but they feel the choice they have is run the risk of getting infected or going hungry. The food shortages are at their most dire at the same moment that the rates of infection on the island are soaring. Cuba's health ministry says the country had more COVID-related deaths in January than in the previous 6 months combined. The Cuban government has closed down stores where infections broke out and sends troops to organize lines. Every day there are people out here for whatever there is. Some days you don't even know what products they are going to be selling. Rachel says you have to be out here if you want to have food. It's not clear if the economy here has hit rock bottom yet, but already Cubans face an impossible choice.